So today I'm talking about sweet Maru, who was actually rescued from a meat market in Korea. So he had a really rough start to life, but he is in the most wonderful home now with the most amazing mom and has come so far. So I'm going to tell you about him. So first impressions, he is 7 years old and he's actually a mix I've never heard of. Jindo and Shiba Inu. So these are dogs that are probably more found in other parts of the world because he came from Korea. So we're not used to these breed names here, but he is adorable and so, so sweet. So, okay, first impressions before I get into the questions. He gets anxious and snaps a little bit, like snappy when he sees dogs approaching. And his mom gets nervous and he reads that energy from her. He's definitely feeling her energy too. So I was shown that he would definitely do better with another dog one-on-one in a small enclosed space, maybe in a backyard or something like that, to get some more socialization. He wasn't socialized very much as a puppy, so he, hasn't had a lot of experience around other dogs. I saw that his mom loves to bury her face in his neck when she snuggles with him and gives him kisses, and how much he loves it, loves it, loves it. How much he loves to sprawl out on the bed and takes up like half of it and always makes his mom laugh. Let's see. Oh, his hard start in life. Sometimes he feels a little bit sad, a little bit depressed. One thing I saw was that he might seem like lost in thought sometimes. Like if his mom sees him kind of just like looking at nothing and just sort of staring out, kind of lost in thought, it's that he might just be feeling a little bit of that sadness. Let's see. He's very wary of loud noises. Does not like loud noises. Like if there was a loud pop or a noise from the street, or it's not so much storms, not thunder and lightning. I didn't get storms, but just like random loud noises really stress him out. Okay. And okay, that was all the stuff first, and then I got into the questions. So these are the questions that his mom asked, gave me in advance, and that she wanted me to communicate about. How does he like to play? Does he still like tug of war? Does he like his toys? The mom can't figure out how he wants to play. So he told me he wanted a tennis ball and that he wanted her to bounce it like really high in the air and that he would go after it. That would be fun for him. He wants to go on runs with his mom, which is something she said she used to do a long time ago, but he misses it and he wants to continue to go on runs. He wants his mom more than toys. He likes to sit with her, and when she's super present and giving him attention, I'm reading from my notes here. That's what he likes the most. Talking, when she's scratching him, rolling around on the floor. He wants her mostly, okay? He wants to sit outside on a blanket and like his mom can read a magazine or a book and relax. But he said, be careful because he's a squirrel chaser. And he showed me chasing the squirrels up a tree, and he showed me him like jumping up the trunk and wanting to like try to chase the squirrel up the tree, and then he jumps up the trunk, and the mom said he totally does that. So he said if they're outside relaxing and chilling out, she needs to really have her eye and be careful about that. What does he like most and least about his life? He loves his mom. So close. Loves when she gives him bites of meat. Loved the snow, which he hasn't seen since he was in Korea a couple years ago. But he loves cold weather, loves the snow. And there's a male in her life that's like 20s, 30s, a friend, really friendly, pets him. I didn't get a name, but showed me that he really likes this person, and the mom had an idea of who it was. And then what does he like the least? His time in his life from 3 to 7 months, he liked the least. So that was after he got rescued from the meat market, but he wasn't with his mom yet. He was like with an interim person, and that time of his life felt really hard and not good for him. So that was the least favorite thing in his life. Okay, more likes and dislikes. He loves his mom's personality, he said. He described her as easy, quiet, stable, and even keel, which the mom said she is like that. And we think he really likes it because the beginning of his life was so tumultuous and so stressful. So he really likes her even keel personality. He loves sitting at the front window looking out at the street. Oh, this is so cute. He told me that his mom gets a lot of takeout, and what happens is the doorbell rings and then there's yummy smells. That's what he said. The doorbell rings and then there's yummy smells, and he loves it. And the mom was cracking up because she doesn't cook. She gets takeout all the time. And he said he liked going through sprinklers. He doesn't love being like wet, but it feels good for him to run through the sprinklers, so he wanted his mom to let him do that more, like when they're on walks and stuff. Okay, dislikes. The dog park. Too many dogs together stresses him out. That's not a good place for him. He doesn't like the fan in one of their rooms. It makes a weird noise that he doesn't like. Oh, and this is so funny, which the mom said is totally true. He doesn't like mud. I saw mud in my head, and I was like, why am I saying mud? But his mom said he hates mud. So that totally made sense, as random as it was to me. Okay, he's a picky eater. Why is he so picky? Why does he not like to eat? What's up with his stomach? So he said he would like rice, any kind, brown rice, white rice, plain chicken or beef, and broth. Loves broth. Mentioned broth before. When his mom has soup or something, he wants to be able to lick up a little bit of the broth at the end. Really loves broth. He does not want to eat fish, and he does not like fruits and vegetables, he told me. And his mom said that's totally true. He hates fruits and vegetables, so he wants that other stuff, the rice, the meat. He eats his dog food, but he doesn't like it. Another brand would be better for sensitive stomach. And I asked if his mom needed to get it at the vet or his mom needed to get it at the pet store. And he said the pet store. So she's going to look for another kind of food that would be better. What is he scared of? His mom wanted to know. He's scared of loud noises, which we had already gotten before. And he is scared of, okay, so I heard the sound of like a metal chain in my head. And I said metal and the sound of a chain. And she said that totally makes sense because when he was a puppy, like before she rescued him, before, like right after the meat market or in the meat market, he was chained. So he doesn't like the sound of chain, and he doesn't like the sound of that metal sound. She said she tried to put him in a crate at one point when she got him because like most people crate train their dogs. That's a really normal thing to do. And when he heard the sound of the metal, like when she would close the crate, you know, when you slide that lock in, he would shake uncontrollably. It was so stressful for him. So she stopped crating him. So it's that metal sound. He has so many scary associations with that. It's heartbreaking. But so she knows that it's not good for him. Any pain in the body? No. What does he dream of? He dreams of flying. He showed me his body with huge wings, and he dreams of flying. And I just had this feeling maybe it was a past life thing. So I asked if he was a bird in the past life, and he said yes, he was an eagle with huge wings. So he dreams of like soaring like an eagle. And he actually dreams, he said, of his mom and his litter mates, like that sweet time of life after he was born when he would roll around with his litter mates. Not a lot of dogs tell me that, so that was interesting. If there was anything else he wanted to say to his mom, he said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you saved me, and I would kneel down to you if I could. So much gratitude. So sweet. And he also told his mom, don't hide. Put yourself out there. No excuses. I think it had to do with dating. And he wanted his mom to know that and give her some confidence. So that's what I got from Sweet Maru. I'm so happy for him that even with all the trauma and hardship that his life started with, he has found a wonderful home and has a beautiful life now and is really happy. So thanks for hanging out and listening to my results from Sweet Maru.